Coming up next on Bear News, if you've ever wanted to run your own restaurant, a fellow UNC student makes it possible.
Coming up in sports, we'll be playing a little catch-up, but it's definitely not something you want to miss.
We've had a few ups and downs in our weather lately. I'll let you know if this winter roller coaster will come to a stop anytime soon.
We've got all of that and more on this episode of Bear News. Don't go anywhere.
If you've been to a sporting event recently here at UNC, you'll notice some changes and perhaps experienced seeing your face on the Bear vision boards. You'll find the new vision boards at Nottingham Field and also inside the Bank of Colorado Arena. They feature live shots, replay, advertisements, promotions, and you might get to see yourself featured on the big screen. Julie Braun is the director of the new program and brought many ideas to the UNC Athletics video program. For instance, now they post on YouTube as well as live streams of the games for those times when you can't catch the games at the actual venues themselves. If you attend a game, prepare to maybe pucker up for the kiss cam or get ready to show your dancing skills for the dance cam. Or simply show your support for the Bears and you may earn your few minutes of fame.
Student Senate elections are in full swing here at UNC, and as Bear News reporter Kayla Murray tells us, the outcome can have a big impact on students.
Have you ever wanted to make a change on UNC's campus? Well, now's your chance. Student Senate is gearing up for their 2015-2016 election season, and you could be part of their new council. Student Senate is the governing body bridging the gap between faculty and students, allocating over $50,000 per year throughout UNC clubs and organizations. With the election season fast approaching, I met with the election commissioner on Senate in order to look at the changes we can expect with the expanded Senate cabinet.
This year essentially what I've been trying to do is reach out to more students. I feel like in the past a lot of people haven't really been aware of student Senate elections, or even when they are or how they get involved. So what I've been trying to do, as well as a lot of other people on Senate, is to just market it better. There are 15 CSC positions and there will be 3 for each college. So 5 colleges, 3 for each college, 15. And there are 4, I believe, 4 major positions, and that would be president, trustee, director of finance, and director of student affairs, I believe. Packets in the Student Senate office, which is 2nd floor of the UC. Head on into the student activities office and you'll see our big sign on the door.
Reporting from the Student Activities Office, I'm Kayla Murray, Bear News.
If you're interested in running for office, make sure to stop by Student Activities and pick up your election packet today.
Participation in the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day March grows every year, and the 2015 event was no exception. An estimated 850 Greeley residents gathered in front of the Greeley Chamber of Commerce. They marched to the Union Colony Civic Center in remembrance of the hundreds who marched behind Dr. King almost half a century ago. At the UCCC, supporters celebrated the King's legacy with live music. UNC theater students shared original poetry inspired by the historic I Have a Dream speech. The festivities culminated with keynote speaker Dr. Avis Jones DeWeaver, a nationally known authority on matters of race and gender in the American economy.
Having a good New Year's might not be too unusual for a UNC student, but it's not what you might think. On New Year's Day, Raj Reddy launched his first app called Short Order Slam. Raj Reddy is a sophomore business administration major. At the age of 15, he founded Amiron, a college student-run startup. The game allows you to farm for ingredients, package the ingredients at a factory, and then cook and serve meals at your restaurant. You may also have to bribe a few health inspectors along the way. The game has already been downloaded 1,000 times. And Sun's success has Raj hoping to expand Amiron into other forms of entertainment in the future.
According to Puxatawny Phil, we're in for 6 more weeks of winter. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not happy about him seeing his shadow. Maybe our Bear News meteorologist Colton Grassmass can tell us if there's any accuracy behind the groundhog's forecast. Colton?
Well, Kayla, I can tell you without a doubt there is no grounds behind this groundhog's forecast. Behind me is a lot of statistics, but I mostly want you to take a look at the lower left-hand corner, where it says in the past 27 years, Phil has gotten it right less than 45% of the time. He also likes to predict more winter much more often than he does spring. He's predicted winter 102 times, but an early spring only 16 times. Now if we go to our next slide, we'll take a quick look at our current conditions. Right now it's about 52 degrees, it's partly cloudy. Wind is about 7 miles per hour from the southwest. Later tonight it'll get partly cloudy with westerly winds. And our nighttime low will be about 30, a little high with that clouds keeping us a little warmer tonight. I'll be back a little later with your forecast for the rest of the week.
Thanks, Colton. Coming up after the break, we'll take you out on the slopes without breaking the bank.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Honor students get to relax from all their hard work with fun activities like watching a movie at the pool. Students head to the campus rec center Saturday night to watch The Princess Bride in the water. They had to bring their own towels, but snacks and inner tubes were provided. Event planning member Ellen Harris explains the purpose behind the event.
This is the movie at the pool night arranged by the Student Honors Council for the honors program students. It's a social event, so we do these during the semester to get the honors students to know each other and hang out together and just become a really cohesive group.
The event was for honor students only, but they were encouraged to bring friends.
Right in time for Martin Luther King Day and Black History Month, the new movie Selma raked in $43.5 million at the box office, and both viewers and critics are giving it a near-perfect review. Even Hard to Please Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 99%. Bear News reporter Karel Komar tells us about this gripping historical drama.
That's right, Kayla. You might have heard this story before in a high school history class, but I bet you've never heard the story of Selma, Alabama, told quite like this. And the movie, the film takes viewers to the Deep South, Selma, Alabama in the 60s, a period of blatant and sometimes brutal racism. It depicts the painfully slow evolution of equality in the South following the passing of anti-segregation laws. Throughout the film, you see the plight of the people, transfixed with Dr. King's pleas to President Lyndon B. Johnson, played by Tom Wilkinson, who coldly refuses to help despite the racial turmoil brewing in the South. It tells the real story of their revered leader, his companions, his followers, and all of their struggles, capturing the historic brutality, death, and bravery of the men and women who marched not once, not twice, but 3 times for what they believed. Selma humanizes the legend of Dr. King, played convincingly by British actor David Oyelowo, who portrays King as a multifaceted and even flawed human being rather than a prolific saint. Selma transforms this legendary journey into a reality that audience members can vicariously experience. Forbes.com says Selma is one of the best movies of the year, and whether you agree with that or not, it's definitely worthwhile to see. Kayla?
Thanks, Karel. Selma is still playing in select theaters, but if you can't make it, look for it on DVD and Blu-ray in May.
If you're looking to hit the slopes this season while trying to save some cash, you might want to go check out UNC's very own Outdoor Pursuits gear shop. Bear News reporter Weston Mosberg takes us outdoors.
Located on the west side of Harrison Hall is the Outdoor Pursuits Gear Shop. To find out what it's all about, I sat down with the man in charge.
UNC's Outdoor Pursuits program has been renting out snowboards here at the Campus Recreation Center since the fall semester of 2010, whenever the program got launched. Any student who is a student fee paying can stop by the Outdoor Pursuits Gear Shop and pick up a snowboard. We also include obviously the bindings with that, and then the boots that they need to go. If they also need a helmet or goggles, we have that to check out as well.
Along with all the equipment available to rent, Outdoor Pursuits sells discounted lift tickets to Copper Mountain, Crested Butte, and Winter Park. While a one-day lift ticket on the mountain will cost you $120, here at the gear shop it can be purchased for a fraction of the price at only $70.
We're able to sell the prices, the lift tickets, as cheap as we can because it's a group price. We purchase about 375 tickets a year, and they give us a very large discounted price for that.
If you have your own board or skis at home and need a tune-up, Outdoor Pursuits has you covered as well.
We offer just a basic hot wax for $9, and that basically just cleans off your board, puts a new fresh coat of wax on it. We also do a full tune, which goes up to $25, and that basically gives yourself another hot wax, tunes your edges, sharpens your edges, and does any P-Tex work as well if you need any P-Tex work.
So whether you're looking for a cheap ticket or a tune-up, the Outdoor Pursuits Gear Shop is the place to go.
Winter Park, Colorado, Weston Mossberg, Bear News.
The state of Colorado requires a certified ski technician on staff to take care of the skis. This is a reason they do not currently offer skis to be rented. However, they have rental vouchers for free skis available.
I had no idea UNC offered such a great deal for students.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah. But don't go renting your gear just yet. Coming up after the break, Colton will have your 5-day forecast.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. I'm your Bear News meteorologist, Colton Grassman. Looking around the nation at the weather, the Northwest has been pummeled by rain and snow. This is due to a feature called the Pineapple Express, where moisture from around Hawaii makes its way up to the northeast through what's called an atmospheric river. This has caused lots of rain and snow and lots of problems for the Northwest. This is currently enhanced infrared satellite imagery, which shows us the cloud top temperatures. This gives us an idea of how tall the cloud is and if it's raining or snowing. But you see a lot of those clouds up here in the Northwest, a lot over Ohio, Oregon, and Idaho. If we take a look at our next graphic, we'll see the surface conditions. And there's all that rain and snow up there, like I said, in the Northwest. Way out to the east, we have this high pressure where it's causing lots of good weather, lots of nice sunny conditions. Over us, we have this little disturbance moving through, but nothing significant. Probably just will cause some cloudiness over the nighttime hours. Next, let's take a look at our next graphic, the temperatures. This is actually temperatures from yesterday during this time. We had this big cold air mass just sitting over us and causing all that cold and snow. If we forward to the next graphic, we'll see that this cold has moved off to the east very quickly, actually, and we've seen lots of recovery right here on the Front Range and the Greeley area. If we pull up the temperatures in the next graphic, we'll see that the coldest temperature we see is over here in Chicago, 8 degrees. Minneapolis is 12. Greeley right now is at 52. Cheyenne, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Topeka's at 27. Oklahoma City at 45. Take a look at our next graphic. We'll see the average temperatures for this time of the year. We're usually about 40 degrees right now, but we are at 57. It's quick comeback from yesterday's cold temperatures. Well, actually, 57 is the high we saw earlier today. Right now it's about 52. The low this morning was about 16 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about at the average, about 13 degrees. Actually, this week last year, we had that really cold spell where we saw negative 27 degrees as this day's low last year. And finally, the sun is getting closer, and we see the sunrise times creeping up. We're at sunrise about 7:04 a.m. right now, and sunset at 5:21. At our next graphic, we'll see our extended 5-day forecast. Wow, look at those warm temperatures. Tomorrow, 66, Saturday, 66, and Sunday, 63. You should get outdoors and enjoy those and get some fresh air. We see suns throughout those days, and our next system looks to be coming in about Tuesday, where we see a slight chance of rain, so keep an eye out on that. Lows look about in the mid-upper 30s, except when we get to Monday and Tuesday, where they drop down a few more degrees. I have one more graphic for you today where you could see your pictures on Bear News. Send in your campus weather pictures by our Twitter or Facebook page to Bear News 98.
Thanks, Colton. After the break, we'll find out how the football team is going to look with the new recruits from yesterday's signing.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's nothing like a halftime deadlock with a score of 30-30 to keep Bears basketball fans on the edge of their seats. Fast-paced energy and high scores enticed fans during UNC men's basketball matchup against Weber in Saturday's game. The Bears went on a 17-5 run in the first 5 minutes of the second half, leading the team to their 6th conference victory. The name of the game was Gold Out, with 3,000 shirts given away, courtesy of the Bank of Colorado. The other name of the game was a balanced Bears offensive attack. Senior forward Dominic Lee hit 6 from 9 from the field with a total of 16 points to lead all scorers. Senior guard Tevin Savahovic was 5 for 12 with 12 points. Senior forward Tim Huskisson also chipped in 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Sophomore guard Cameron Michael was 4 of 9 with a total of 11 points. The Bears dominated the second half to pick up a 71-57 win over Weber State. That is far different than the extremely close game against Idaho State that made UNC fans very nervous during halftime when Idaho State was up 39-38. Sophomore Cameron Michael scored 24 points, including 2 clutch free throws in the final minutes, leading the team to a 79-76 win. Head coach B.J. Hill said he hopes the Bears can keep their momentum up as they start the second month of Big Sky play on the road against Northern Arizona and Southern Utah. The friendly confines of Butler Hancock seem to suit the UNC women's basketball team just fine as they pick up their 3rd straight home win. Even though it was a close game with 3 ties and 10 lead changes, UNC still outscored Eastern Washington in both halves. Senior guard Tashara Strange added her 4th straight 20-point game. Strange shot 9 for 19, scoring a total of 22 points. Strange is 3rd in defensive rebounds, and she proved that Thursday with a career-high 16 rebounds, half of which came on the defensive end. Senior forward Stephanie Lee went 9 for 15 and had a total of 20 points. UNC was the first team in the Big Sky Conference to hold EWU under 60 points as they beat the Eagles 64-56. The win against Eastern Washington leaves the Bears with an overall record of 9-8. After defeating Eastern Washington, the Bears continued on their win streak against Idaho State, where 3-pointers were the weapon of choice to give the Bears a 70-52 win. Though on a win streak, the Bears lost to both Idaho State and Weber State on the road this past week. The Bears are now 10-10 on the season. It's always hard to get up for the next game after a disappointing loss. After dropping a game to CU Boulder, the UNC men's club hockey team looked to dominate Utah teams. The Bears defeated the Weber State Wildcats at the Ice House in one of their final regular season home games. Sophomore Ansel Duesenberg put the Bears on the scoreboard first in the opening 35 seconds, and the score stayed 1-0 for 9 minutes before Duesenberg scored a second time. The Bears scored another 2 unanswered goals before Weber State scored its first goal just 17 seconds into the second period. The Wildcats quickly followed that with another goal, but just as the Wildcats seemed to be figuring it out, UNC freshman Mitchell Bailey quickly put an end to Weber State's short-lived momentum. Duesenberg earned himself a hat trick at the beginning of the third period, but a deflected shot off the blade of senior Kevin Garcia's skate, resulting in a goal summed up the third period perfectly. Intense. Although the Wildcats had more shots on goal, the Bears made their shots more effective, leading them to a 9-4 victory. The women's swim and dive team is making great strides towards a successful season, blowing CSU Pueblo out of the water with a 127-56 win. During the match, 5 seniors received recognition for their hard work and dedication to the team. Adding to the great careers, senior Brianna Bose won the 50-yard freestyle, and senior Jasmine Freirier won the 200-yard butterfly. The Bears took first and second place in the 200-yard freestyle relay. Freshman Sydney Kovar won the 100-yard freestyle and the 400-yard freestyle. Sophomore Laura Ramirez was the quickest in the 200-yard individual medley, and senior Melissa Tillman took first in the 100-yard freestyle. The winning score in the 200-yard breaststroke belonged to freshman Courtney Trizis. The Bears won 8 of the 10 events and took second place in 9 of them. The team's powerful win made the senior send-off more special. After the blowout win, the team suffered a loss to Colorado State a few days later. The swim team is now looking ahead to the Western Athletic Conference Championship on February 25th. UNC Wrestling may have fallen short against nationally ranked Oregon State, but they didn't go down without a fight. On January 23rd, the Bears started a duel off with Trey Andrews, who is currently ranked 20th in the nation. Andrews battled through 3 periods against Ronnie Bresser, who was ranked 14th in the nation. Andrews came up short in the match, leading to the first loss of the night. The Bears kept up a losing streak until Mitchell Polkowski dominated the match at 165 pounds. Polkowski is currently ranked 22nd in the nation, but fell to 31st ranked Seth Thomas when he was caught on his back. The losing trend kept up until the Bears came to their unranked 97-pounder Trent Noon. Noon wrestled 31st ranked Cody Crawford for the match. Though the match was about even, Noon defeated Crawford 3-1 and got the Bears the first win of the night. The last match of the night featured unranked Brian Macchione wrestling unranked Nate Kiev. This match was an even one, with much wrestling done on the feet trying to gain control. Macchione won the match for the Bears 3-1. The Bears lost their match 40-6, putting them at 1-5 for the season. But after the devastating loss, the Bears came back against Grand Canyon University and got their first win at home for the season, 30-9, and improved to 2-5 on the season. The Bears are on the road for their next 3 duels, but return home February 22nd to face Wyoming. UNC football is coming faster than you might think. With spring ball beginning right after spring break, the UNC coaching staff is working hard to sign their next football stars. The Bears coaches signed 18 new recruits across 5 different states to the team on National Signing Day yesterday. Of these 18 new players, 10 are from Colorado. The Bears concentrated on defense, with 12 of the new players signed to help on that side of the ball, and another 6 to produce on offense. Head coach Ernest Collins Jr., defensive coordinator Larry Keir, and offensive coordinator John Boyer all spoke optimistically of the new group of players coming in for the 2015 season. Collins Jr. also implied that a few of the new players may be able to come in and contribute immediately. With this big group of signees ready to join the Bears football program, the coming season looks promising. Make sure to show your support at Nottingham Field in the fall.
Thanks, Stephen. Coming up next on Bear News, get your popcorn, soda, and snacks because we're giving you another inside scoop on a hit movie you don't want to miss. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
blockbuster hit American Sniper is in theaters now, earning multiple Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. This is one film you don't want to miss. American Sniper is based on Chris Kyle's autobiography, American Sniper, an autobiography of the most deadly sniper in U.S. military history. It provides a thrilling look into what soldiers go through in war. Bradley Cooper gives a career performance portraying Chris Kyle. The film illustrates the numerous heroic acts Kyle performed over the course of his 4 tours of duty in Iraq. The movie also touches on the troubles soldiers experience transitioning from war to home. Although critics complain the movie glamorizes war and being a sniper, the public doesn't see it that way. American Sniper earned nearly $90 million opening weekend and a record $31.9 million on Super Bowl weekend. It earned more than $360 million worldwide till February 1st. Kayla?
I know that was an amazing film. I don't know if you saw it, yeah. But that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back next week.
Until then, stay up to date on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Bear News 98. Be sure to like us.
Have a great night.